Okay, this is section 3.5, systems with three variables, and we're going to kind of change things up a little bit here. So your objective is changing on the top. Instead of solving systems in three variables using elimination and substitution, we're going to simplify this and have us do what we call reduced row echelon form, RREF, of matrices. And it's going to be just basically working with our calculator and knowing how to solve these using our calculator. And the first thing we want to look at is we want to look at what a system with three variables looks like. And when you're graphing with three variables, you're basically getting a plane. And we have options where we have no solution, one solution, and an infinite number of solutions. So I want us to look at page 166, the picture from that. So what we're looking for when we're looking for a solution is where the three planes intersect. And so on the top you have a scenario where you have no solutions. Over on this side I have parallel planes, not any of the planes are intersecting. In the middle here we have some intersections, but not a point or a set of points where all three are intersecting. And likewise over here we have two planes intersecting at any given kind of corner. One solution is found at the bottom here, and the planes are intersecting at one ordered, and we call them triple because you're going to have three variables again, x, y, z. So our goal is to figure out what that ordered triple is. And then you have our last scenario over here, an infinite number of solutions. And so there's multiple solutions. In this case, all three planes are intersecting on a line. First problem here, it says, what is a solution of the system? Use RREF. And so what again I'm looking for is an ordered triple x, y, z that works for all three equations. So we have to know a little bit about matrices and how to set them up. And so when you have a matrix, we're going to set this one up looking like this. And I have three equations, so I'm going to end up with three rows here. And then because I have three variables and an answer column, I'm going to have four columns. So the first column will be my x coordinates or coefficients, the second column my y coefficients, my third my z coefficients, and then the last column we're going to put in the answers. And so you want to make sure each equation is in standard form, which would be ax plus by plus cz equals d. We need to have them in that order. So the first row I'm going to put 3 because 3 is a coefficient of x. Then I have 1y, negative 1z with an answer of 1. My next row would be 1x, 2y, 1z, an answer of 4. And then 3x, negative 1y, negative 1z, and an answer of 3. And so we're going to put this actually in our calculator. And then once we're going to do that, we just have to do some calculations of that matrix. So you are going to use second matrix to get to matrices, and that's right above the x to the negative 1 key. That's where you want to go to matrix. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to edit. We're actually going to put in this data, and then we're going to go to second matrix and we're going to select calc and do reduce row echelon form of our matrix A. So we'll have to do a couple things to make that happen. Couple things you need to know about matrices before we get going. When you're putting in a matrix, this one we're going to say is a 3 by 4 matrix. We have 3 rows and 4 columns. So it's always the number of rows by number of columns. And that's going to be important when you put the matrix in. And I'm going to show you how that looks on a calculator, and we'll get our answer and analyze that. Okay, so I'm going to second matrix. I'm going over to edit and I'm selecting A. And then I'm putting in a 3 by 4. Here's where you put your row by your column. And then it sets up the matrix, and I'm just putting in the entries just as I go across, just like what we listed on our sheet of paper. So those numbers go into the spots. And then as I get done with this, you're going to want to do second quit to get out of this, and then go back to second matrix, select math, scroll down till you find RREF. Not REF, it has to be double REF. Then go back to second matrix, select A, and hit enter. And here is where we're going to get our final answer. And it's hard to see what you see there, so I'm going to kind of draw it out what we have. Got blurry there at the end. So on my screen, I have this matrix. And what it is showing us is our final answer. Our order of triple is 2, -1, 4. Because remember, this is x, y, and z. So it's saying 1x equals 2, 1y equals -1, and 1z equals 4. So the order triple 2, -1, 4 are the solution to that system of equations, and you can literally plug that order triple back into each equation and it would work for both. So we're going to do the same thing for problem number 2, and we're going to not use elimination. We're going to do our RREF on our calculator. And so I have the matrix set up. Again, the coefficients of my x are in column 1, column y, coefficients, second column, coefficients of z, column 3, and then my answers. And when I plug that in, following the same steps I do before, what I'm going to get on my calculator when I'm all said and done is this matrix right here. And if you were to look, your answer then would be the order triple -1, 2, -4. Okay, so now this problem number 3 says, what is the x value of this solution? And so when I put this into my matrix on my calculator, I have to be really careful. Remember again, it's ax plus by plus cz equals d. So my first column would be 1, negative, or my first row, 1, -2, 1, with an answer of 1. We just like to put this line to separate out the answers. You're not going to see that on your calculator. And then the next one would be 2, 0y, 1z, 9. And then -3, 1y, 0z, -3. And when you get done with this one, what you're going to get in your calculator once you've done reduced row echelon form, you're going to get 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 3, 0, 0, 1, 5. And so to go back and say, what is the x value? The x value equals 2. You can pull it right off of that answer matrix. Problem 4 is a word problem, and I have to set up my equations. And so it says here, you are an office supply distributor and you budget $7,200 for 80 office chairs. You can buy leather chairs for $125 each, mesh chairs for $100 each, and fabric chairs for $75 each. If you want to have 3 times as many fabric chairs as leather chairs, how many of each type should you buy? So our unknowns are how many of each type, and so that's going to tell me that's what I want my x, y, and z to represent. I'm going to let x be my number of leather chairs. Y will be my number of mesh chairs. So we have 3 different types of chairs. And then z is my number of fabric chairs. Oops, spelling that wrong. Sorry, fabric. We don't want fabric, we want fabric chairs. And so because I have 3 unknowns, I need 3 equations. So I'm going to go back and look at what information they give us. The first thing they say is you are an office supply distributor and you budget $7,200 for 80 office chairs. So I can only spend $7,200, and it tells me how much each chair is. So one of my equations has to do with cost, okay, or how much I can spend. So if I'm buying X number of leather chairs and they're $125 each, I'm going to spend $125X on leather. Mesh chairs are $100 each, so that's 100Y, and fabric chairs are 75 each, so that's 75Z, and that equals 7,200, how much I'm going to spend. So that's one fact. Another fact they give us is we can have 80 office chairs, so I'll have X plus Y plus Z equal to 80. And now I'm looking for one more fact. And the last piece of information they tell us here is you want to have 3 times as many fabric as leather chairs. So if I have X leather chairs and I want 3 times that for fabric, I'm going to set Z equal to 3X. And so when I'm putting it in standard form, that would look something like 3x minus z equals 0. Okay, and it's important I put it in standard form because when I'm setting up my matrix, I want to make sure I'm using the right numbers in the right spot. So the first row, I'll put in the coefficients of my first equation along with the answer of 7,200. The next row will put in the coefficients of my second equation with the answer of 80. And the last row will be 3x, 0y, minus 1z equals 0. And so what we're going to do now again is do reduced row echelon form. And what you're going to get is you're going to find, once you've done that, your final answer will be 16 leather chairs, 16 mesh chairs, and 48 fabric chairs. And that would be the final answer. You'd probably want to spell it out so that I know what is what, but that is how you do it. Again, using matrices and reduced row echelon form on a calculator eliminates a lot of algebraic work. Good luck.